Here we go. Test 1, 2. Very good. Alright, so try to keep this one pretty quick and brief. I do not have a whole lot of energy tonight or time, so I really want to try something. This will be my first time trying this. And this will be kind of like a analysis of sorts of the race I did last night. And the goal here is to learn a few things, but primarily the goal is to learn what is the fastest way around this track. How quickly do I need to be getting out of corners? And so what I'll be looking at primarily is the braking points, the corner speeds at apex, and the exit speeds at various points along the track, which should hopefully give me a pretty good picture of how much speed is going to be essential to carry to get a good lap. That's the goal. How else do I explain this? Well, no, not that I... Blah. Explanation not needed per se, but more so this is my approach. And so ideally, when this is all said and done, I will have a very clear picture in my mind of what I need to do the next time I drive the course, and in doing so, I should be able to get a much quicker lap more consistently, supposing that I can actually pull off the things that I learned today. So, without further ado, we'll get into it. We're going to go ahead and turn on all the info. And we're actually just going to go ahead and skip a lap. This first lap is not going to be representative anyways, so we'll start from here. So, now first things first, see the braking point, and braking point will be denoted by, it's going to be like right here-ish, and you should see it turn red in a second. Okay, so I'm on the brakes now, and I would say this is probably about probably about, gosh, maybe 25 yards from one. So I'm just going to write, this would be lap 1, braking point, so it would be 1.25. So I'm right, and we're going to look at, so we broke. I'm going to call the should we call that the apex? Alright, so we'll say that for this particular corner, we'll look at our entry speed instead. Just at the point where that curb starts. So about there. So entry speed, we'll call it 75. And then let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically there's 5. I'm calling it 5 turns around this track. There's probably a number of turns that they would consider to be turns that I'm not calling turns, but we'll get more into that later. Alright, so that's our corners, our entry speed. And then we'll measure our exit speed. Measure our exit speed right here at the end of this curve. Because we're flat out after we enter, so it'll make sense to kind of get an idea we go. Okay. So right there, exit speed is 89. Alright. Now, pretty sure I start braking just past the 1. I'm truly not too concerned, or this would be like right at 1. BP, NF, EF. Right at 1. I don't think I'm going to do an entry speed here. But I will grab an apex speed. And so we'll call that point right there. Yeah, we'll call that point right there. So let's back up a little bit. Let's see. I guess I can't turn the music off from here. Play options. Yeah, I can't turn the music off. Alright, so yeah. Let's move it on. And there we go. Maybe it makes it makes more sense to look at it from here. Right there. Yeah, that looks great. So that's our apex speed. We'll call it 44 miles an hour. And then our exit speed will be... I want to believe there's a line somewhere down there, but we'll do it at the end of this curve instead. Oh yeah, there's a line right there. Perfect. There we go. 71 miles an hour. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at this for every lap. And so for the laps that have the highest whatever, we'll try to see how we can set the car up to get to those points consistently and what we did to reach those speeds. Because the more speed around the track, the faster your lap should be, is what I assume to be the case. This is my base level assumption, and I might prove myself wrong in the process, but we'll see. Alright, so this turn's tricky. For now, I'm going to just grab the braking point, the apex speed, and then grab an exit speed point somewhere down the track. So like right about there on that patch of dirt. Yeah. Or, yeah, I guess that's the apex. We'll call that the apex. Alright, so our speed at the apex is 67. And then our exit we'll call right there. At the end of this curb. At 75. A couple more turns. So, there is no braking point for this turn. And actually, technically, turn 4 we could ignore, because this is what I consider turn 4. Turn 5 is the one I really care about. Really, this just comes down to line. But it might be important to grab this speed here. So we'll grab the speed at that line there. It's not impossible to screw it up there. Alright. There we go. And so we'll call this the exit speed of this corner. And that is 85. Now turn 5, this is going to be tricky, because I do want to identify a braking point, and I think it's just about where that curb ends, but for now we'll just kind of look at apex speed and exit speed, because this one's a little tricky to get right. But apex speed we'll measure from here, or what would be kind of linear to there, where the curb is the largest and about in the middle of that section. Yeah, about here. We call that 50 right now. And then the exit speed will measure from this line here. And 73. Alright, so that's that. Now we do this for every lap. There we go. Breaking point, this is probably closer to 1.5. Exit speed will be measured from here. At 76 this time around. Exit speed we measure from the end of the curb. There. At 89. Okay, so that's fairly consistent. Alright. Okay, just before the one again. We'll call it 0.99. Our apex speed now. I'm gonna call it the apex. Just about the point between these two trees, I think. Yeah. 40. And then exit is going to be at the end of this curve here. At 69. max was there, I think. Sure, why not? 61, because I was drifting the whole thing. Yep. 74. $63. No, 83. Wow. Breaking point just at the end of the curve. Okay. Right there. 54. Apex speed. $75. Exit. Ooh, this is gonna be a while. Yep, so back to about 1.25. Oh, this should be like 1.1. Which is fine. Alright. Oh, wrong way. Alright, about there. 75 miles an hour. $86. Yep. About one. There. 44 again. $68. Okay. Right about there, 69. Fastest so far. $76. Also fastest, naturally. I would expect to see an even faster time here. $87. Yep. Braking well before the end of the curve this time. Right about there. 57. Highest speed there. 76. Interesting. Okay. Same. Missed this apex by a mile. But that's quite alright. Right about there. 76. And there we go. 87. Not great, not terrible. Okay, yeah. Right about there. 41. We'll call it 70. Huh, interestingly enough, that's... not even interestingly enough. Let's see. Alright. Here, braking. Looked like right on. So, okay. Boom. 68. $77. Create a lot of momentum that time. Yeah, 87. Ireland brakes as the curve ends. Right there. 54. And 75. On the brakes just before the one board. I think that's probably close. Call it 73. I think that's about right. 89. Just past the one board. Oh, we're in deep. And then Manny basically ran us out of track. So that's fairly useless. But we'll still capture our exit speed. $69. Pass the line right there, right, extra 63. It feels tedious, but I feel like it's gonna be. Maybe I'll. Ah, shoot, I missed that. There. 76. Okay. $88. Was I? I'm like thinking cause this was a bit faster. I'm thinking no, because it wouldn't be tires, because there's no degradation. But I'm going faster. Even though I had a slower apex speed. So I kind of want to watch that again. Do this. Look at my throttle inputs, look at my brake inputs. Foot on the curve. Right there. 56. $75, yeah. This has, or at least it had all the makings of a great lap. I think turn 2 I lost a ton of time because of the interference, but it seems like it should still be faster. It was not. Probably lost a lot of time in turn 2. Ooh. I wish I could pull my sector times. That's fine. We'll continue working with this for now. Yep, just before the 1. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing with this line here. I'll call it there. 77. braking at the one. .43. .70. On the brakes just before the curve. Speed at the apex 64. Speed at the curb. Okay, 77. Yeah. Like right at the end. Right there. 55. .75. Just had an idea to write down the lap times. 56. We'll round this up to 56.7. This was 56.5. .55.8. I guess 55.9 technically. 55.6. 55.7. 56. What did I do wrong here? Oh, son of a gun. I'm actually physically writing these all down because my brain doesn't want to work. Just before the one. And I think this is the lap that I actually nailed it. Yeah, look at that turn in. I felt this. I felt this hook up. Right about there, sure. 74. $89. Just before the one. Right about there. 41. Is it right about there? Yeah, about the same difference. $70. Just before the curve. That. Spot on. 65. $78. Yeah, high speed so far. Yeah, slow and fast out seems to be the answer, though. Wasn't it always? $88. Right before the edge of the curve. Boom. 57. $76. And that was good for 55.4. Okay. Let me see something here real quick. 55.4 is my fastest. I'm pretty sure I didn't improve. My other laps were like semi-consistent. Yeah, but 55.8 and then a 55.6. Let's check out the 55.6 lap. I was breaking past the one there. Sliding. I missed that. So I'm just going to eyeball this last one. 87. Braking just past the 1. Late turn-in. About 69. There. 66. Yeah, that's decent. There's the curve there. 78. Yep. Didn't catch the speed quite accurately, but 88, 89. $56. Yeah. $75. Yeah. That 55 cents. Okay. So the next question is obviously, what do we do with this data? How does this help us? So if I look at all the laps and look at my fastest laps compared to my slowest laps, what is the difference in like corner to corner? What is the major difference? And then also, what are the consistencies in like where I braked? So like just before the 1 board seems to be the appropriate braking point for turn 1. Get it turned in smooth. Get it over that corner as smoothly as possible. Should basically be doing near about 90 miles an hour at the end of that section. Braking, let's see. Looks like braking at the 1 board is the best. And then you should be carrying about 70 miles an hour at the end of that. Return 3. That's tricky because I don't think it's like true braking. I think you just kind of just tap the brakes a little bit. But it seems that if you tap the brakes just before the curb or just at the curb, and that should give you the most speed down the straight. And that should also help you carry the most speed around turn 4. Let me see, 76, 77, 76, 77, 78, 65. So yeah, you don't want to drop too much speed coming through there. You want to maintain as much as possible, which means keeping the car stable, not letting it slide too much, but also using the entire track. And then turn 5. I didn't write down any of my braking points. But if you're carrying 75, 76 miles an hour around that last corner, then that seems to be the fastest. But same thing, keep it smooth. Alright, so we're going to do 1 lap. Not 1 lap, because I know I can't control myself. We're going to do a few laps and see what we can do. This thing plugged in. It is nuts. Alright. Will this help us? Yes, it will. Alright. I won't know if this was helpful until we try to put it to use here. It could have been a huge waste of time. or it could have been exactly what I needed. We'll see. Just want to save those settings. Where are you? ND. Yep, that's all good. I think this is supposed to be 7. And then afternoon, I think is correct. Where is my Discord? Evening, actually. Is it? That seems wrong. Hold on a sec. Rounds 3. No, practice in the afternoon, qualifying, and the first 2 races are in the evening, so that's what we'll go with. Yep. Quick start else check. Set by host. We can turn this off for now until they release the actual tire wear. And fuel consumption. Add this 130 horsepower limits so that we don't end up with trolls. And sports medium soft, yeah, that works. Save these. Cool. And create the room. Alright. Here we go. prefer not to get the car unsettled. Push my left there. Alright, pull together all the things that we just talked about, please. The car slowed way too fast, or it feels like we're pushing past that one mark. Am I steadily getting worse? That's a penalty. What is happening to me right now? for the one word, that's what we talked about. There. I'm not downshifting fast enough. Do that. Out the one. Probably lay on throttle there. That was too slow. I am tired. It's showing in my driving. Alright, one more attempt here. Get back on throttle a lot faster there. Oh my gosh. Pull yourself together. So that's that. Missed that. Too bad that was such a good exit. See, I was going to do review ones. Oh man, here we are. figure it out, but let's see if I can do it here. was it too. I know I can get the 54 now, and I know what I need to do to get it. I just can't string together the lap that's going to do it. Well, on the bright side, the 55.4 and the 55.5s that I was looking for yesterday are coming a lot more easily. Even gotten down to 55.2. But I know that I can do 54.9, and based on my best sectors, I should be able to do a 54.8. For the life of me, and I know it's because I'm tired and need to go to sleep, 54.8 is so elusive. And once I get a 54.8, then it's going to be like a 54.4 is possible. And that's what I'm chasing, is that hope and dream. But alas, my energy does not permit me to continue. So tonight I adjourn. we shall try again some other time. And as far as my initial task, was it helpful? A little bit. It's given me some references to look for. So as I'm going throughout the lab, I'm looking at those exit speeds to kind of get an idea of how well I got out of a corner. And so I think the only other part that's really going to help me the most is just to tighten up my lines. So you can probably achieve the same, or not even probably, you can achieve the same exit speed if you take a wider line where you've traveled more distance and added more time to your lap as a result. But also if you slow down the car too much, which I think is maybe why the apex speed is also pretty important. I just have a hard time looking away from the track in the middle of an apex to look at my speedometer. So that's going to be something I need to overcome in order to get a better idea of how much speed I'm carrying through a corner as opposed to just at the beginning and end of a corner. So maybe the next time I do this exercise, I'll have to do corner speed as probably more of a focus as opposed to the entry and exit sheets. Also, yeah, I think I've got the break points somewhat ironed out. I think I need to get better with turn one especially. I need to figure out where on the track my car needs to be so that I can line up the corner appropriately. If I stay too far on the outside, it doesn't give me a whole lot of room to brake, release, turn in, etc. And if I get too close to the inside, then I end up tracking out into the dirt. So, lots to think about, lots to figure out. But I've still got, what's today? Tuesday night, so Wednesday morning. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days to figure it out. And I will. Till then, I bid y'all farewell and good night.